Lumabas ang tinatagong talento, Maharlika. Walang imposible, aabante hanggang sa makamit ang ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang Maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina.
Among those who have seen them play and among many of those who haven't, there appears to be no debate. We are seeing the rise of women's basketball here in the Philippines. We're coming to you live here inside the Enderun Titan Gym here in the city of Taguig para sa ating continuation ng elimination games ng ating Manny Pacquiao's WMPBL Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang Liga ng bawat Pilipina. We will have 2 games for today. First at 6 p.m, Tagaytay Tol Patriots will be taking on the San Juan Lady Knights. At mamaya naman para sa ating second and final game, Discovery Perlas Rizal will take on Batangas New Zealand Blue Fire. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Beichong here and Camille Clarin as my partner. Later on, makakasama natin Jiland Lim at courtside. And Camille, good evening sa'yo. I know you're very, very excited to cover the first professional women's basketball league here in the Philippines.
Yeah, I'm super excited. This is going to be my first women's game to call, so I always love the women's basketball community, so I'm excited to be here.
All right, so we are gonna see the team standings first for sa ating unang game. Again, New Zealand Blue Fire, Batangas at 1-0. San Juan Lady Knights also at 1-0. Ang makakalaban naman nila, Tagaytay Tol Patriots, nasa ilalim at number 6 at 0-1. So, etong laro natin na to, medyo iba yung naging resulta ng kanilang mga nakaraang laro. Pag-usapan natin ngayon, Camille, yung Tagaytay Tol Patriots wearing their white uniforms right now. It was a tough loss, no? Nung nakaraan, 86-56.
Yeah, I think that Batangas was able to capitalize on the turnovers of the Tol Patriots. We definitely saw some highlights from Bernice and Luisa, but if they don't get their defense under wraps and they're able to stay in the game defensively, it's going to be difficult for them to keep up.
Another thing is the points off turnovers, 11 against 27. It's going to be really hard to win ball games, no? Only converting 11 against 27 points.
Yeah. And then the field goal percentage also at 28% I think is very low. I think they need to try to get those numbers up, maybe get more paint touches so that they get more efficient.
Let's bring in our third member of the panel, Jiland Lim.
Chemistry ang exam ngayon para sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Aminado nga si Charm Natural at ang kanyang mga teammates na hindi sila masyadong nag-enjoy sa kanilang opening game laban sa New Zealand dahil kinakapapa nila ang isa't isa at ang bagong system na dala ni Coach Tito Reyes Jr. Kaya naman ay itrinabaho ni Coach ang connection ng kanyang mga players sa kanilang mga training sessions. Ipinayo niya rin sa kanila to take everything step by step and play by play. Kaya naman ay inaasahan ng team na hindi lang isang mas solidong performance ang kanilang maipapakita ngayon, ngunit isang mas enjoyable na laro rin para sa kanila. Charles and Cici?
Thank you so much, Jiland. And one loss doesn't define a season, Cici.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely the first game. Of course, there were nerves. I mean, the chemistry is not completely there yet, but I think it's only up from here, right? They can only learn from the loss that they had.
On the flip side, it's gonna be San Juan Lady Knights. Napakaganda nung pinakita nila during their last game. 85-47, a dominating win against Quezon City.
I mean, with the duo of Chak and Janine, it's difficult to not have such a well-balanced team. The assist definitely speaks to the fact that they move the ball and they have chemistry. I think that San Juan can definitely capitalize that on that moving forward, and hopefully they bring that into today's game.
Taking care of the ball was a really big factor, only committing 15 turnovers against 23 for Quezon City.
Yeah, and then they also capitalized on the turnovers of Quezon City with 34 points on their 23 turnovers.
Definitely gusto nila na ma-continue yung momentum na na-build nila dito sa WMPBL. Balik natin kay Jiland Lim.
hindi muna natin makikita sa ngayon ang top scorer ng ng San Juan Lady Knights na si Janine Pontejos dahil sa isang importanteng family matter. The WMPBL sends its deepest condolences to the Pontejos family. Kaya naman ngayon ay inaasahan ni Coach Eileen Lebornio ang leadership ng kanyang point guard duo na si Chuck Cabinbin at George Panty na magdadala ng solidong foundation sa kanilang team ngayon. Ika nga ni George, ang laban na ito ay para kay Janine. Inspirado ang San Juan na galingan ang laro para sa kanilang teammate. May tutuloy kaya ng San Juan Lady Knights ang kanilang winning streak? Kaya naman, Charles at Cici, please introduce us more to our team.
Thanks so much, Jiland. For San Juan Lady Knights, Cici, off to a great start itong kanilang team, but they will be playing without one of their star players in Janine Pontejos. You know yourself, you know personally Miss Janine Pontejos and kung ano yung maambag niya sa team. So, ano naman kaya yung magiging factor nito? Ano yung magiging resulta nito for San Juan na wala si Janine ngayon?
I mean, for me, if we're thinking in a positive way, like it's going to give a chance to some of the younger players to step up. But I think Janine's scoring is definitely something you can't replace, but I think other people can look to it for inspiration to see how they can mimic her game. And with Chaka as your point guard, it's kind of, it's success is bound to happen.
And of course, yung sabi mo nga sa mga teammates, they have to look at this as a positive way. Tignan natin ang ating tournament format. Teams will meet twice in the elimination round for a total of 10 games each. Top 2 teams will get automatic semifinals incentive and bottom 4 teams will face off in the quarterfinals. Number 3 versus number 6 and number 4 versus number 5. Number 3 and number 4 seeds hold a twice to beat advantage. And going on to the semifinals, they will have a best of 3 series as well as the finals. So magbabalik po ang Women's MAHARLIKA Pilipinas Basketball Liga, ang Liga ng bawat Pilipina.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Araw mga kaliga, we are here inside the Enderun Gymnasium here in Tagaytay City for the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's Women's MAHARLIKA Pilipinas Basketball League regular season, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipina. Broadcast live through Solar Sports. It's our first game for our Wednesday doubleheader featuring the matchup between the Tagaytay Tol Patriots going up against the San Juan Lady Knights TN Steel. And now let's meet the starters for both squads. First, for the Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Point guard from the University of the Philippines, number 14, Erika Jimenez. Small forward from the Far Eastern University, number 24, Dan Pasha. Power forward from the Central Escolar University, number 21, Cham Natural. Center number 38 from the De La Salle University, Chuchi Paraiso. And at shooting guard from the De La Salle University, number 43, Luisa San Juan. Coaching the Patriots is Tito Reyes Jr. Assistant coaches Rico Rivera, Ryan Dalosa, Christopher De Los Santos, Andy Lacson, Norman Manginao, and Elvis Caran. Team manager is Michael Francis Tolentino. Assistant team manager Patrick Andre Tolentino. Eugene Herrera. Team owner is the Honorable Senator Francis Tolentino. And now let us meet the starters for the San Juan Lady Knights, DN Steel. Point guard from the University of Santo Tomas, number 12, Hazel Pante. Center from the Central Escolar University, number 21, Steph Ventura. Small forward from the National University, number 8, Hill Talas. Power forward from National University, number 17, KJ Tolentino. And at shooting guard from De La Salle University, number 24, Camille Ramos. Coaching the Lady Knights is I. Libornio, assistant coaches Marvin Carrion, Camille Ramos, Rachel Santos. Team manager is TN Steel, assistant team manager Phoebe Esguera. Team owner is Undersecretary Janela Ejercito Estrada. The officials for this matchup, crew chief Gomer Robina, first umpire Aris Razon, second umpire Judeline Cervantes, and fourth woman Erin De La Rosa. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
Akari team starters para sa San Juan Lady Knights, Floren Jill Talas, Hazel Panty, Cristina Tolentino, Steph Ventura, and Camille Ramos. Para naman sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots, Erika Jimenez, Cham Natural, Dan Pasha, Chuchi Paraiso, and Wiz San Juan. Once again, this is Women's MAHARLIKA Pilipinas Basketball League regular season 2025. Charles Bechong here, Camille Clarin, and Giland
Lim, and we are coming to you live from Enderun Titan Gym here in Taguig City. Good evening, Camille. This will be your first time covering a professional basketball league for women's. So we're really happy that you are here.
Yeah, ideally I would want to be playing, but I think this is a close second to getting on the court and getting a feel for being a part of the women's community in the professional sense.
Alright, so these two teams again, Tagaytay Tol Patriots and the San Juan Lady Knights. Magkaiba yung naging resulta nung nakaraang mga laro nila. Ang Tagaytay natambakan kontra Batangas 86-56, habang ang San Juan Lady Knights naman nanalo laban sa RK Hoops Quezon City. It's Talas opening up the scoring festivities for San Juan.
Yes, one of my previous teammates. I'm excited to see her have a chance to move on to the professional league from UAP.
I'm sure you're really happy, seeing the players you've played against and you've played with na nandito na sa pro.
Yeah, it's a great feeling to see that people have the option to play basketball after college. I mean, realistically, the only thing was the national team, but now this opens up more avenues for people of all ages to really play and continue that passion.
And this is one of the, or if not the greatest, platform for women's basketball. Kasi pagkatapos nila ng college or pagkatapos nila ng national team, what's next for them, right? They either retire from basketball, they coach, or maghanap na ng ibang trabaho. No? Pero ito, meron ng bago na pwedeng puntahan ng ating mga kababaihang manlalaro dito sa Pilipinas. Meantime, here's San Juan.
Good
Go
read
dito.
by Jill on the weak side. And there we go, pushing the break.
Sa Talas. Scoring another point para dito. Scoring another bucket para dito sa San Juan Lady Knights. Lahat ng score ng San Juan ay galing sa kanya. Sam Natural will miss.
I think San Juan has the right idea. They're pushing the ball early in the game. They do have a deeper bench.
That's a three-pointer. A wide open one. And a good start on the side of San Juan Lady Knights, Camille.
8-2, I think, finding their big trailing. It's for the Akari three-point shot of the quarter. I think Tolentino is getting her looks early, and so is Jill Talas. So Tagaytay needs to capitalize and find ways to score on the inside.
And the timeout has been called by Coach Tito Reyes and Tagaytay.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika.
Dalawang pangalan ang binanggit ni Coach Eileen Libornio sa San Juan Lady Knights kanina sa kanilang team huddle. Ang kanyang double-edged sword na point guards na sina Chuck Cabinbin at George Panty. Ika nga ni Coach, leadership nila ang inaasahan niya ngayon sa kanilang laro na wala ang kanilang top scorer na si Janine Pontejos. Ika nga ni Coach Eileen sa akin kanina na tiwalang-tiwala na siya kay Chuck na kanyang naging player sa college, naging player niya sa Gilas. At kapag nasa court daw si Chuck, ay parang siya na rin ang naglalaro sa court. Kaya naman laking tiwala talaga nito sa kaniyang player ngayon. At para naman kay Chuck, napakalaking ginhawa na meron siyang maaasahang isa pang point guard na si George Panty. Na si George Panty naman ay isang karangalan daw ang makapaglaro kasama ng isang player na tulad ng kanyang mentor na si Chuck Cabinbin. Charles and Cici, that's all from me.
Thank you so much, Jiland, and for Coach Eileen Libornio, she's having someone na pwedeng maging coach din na nasa loob in Chuck Cabinbin. So I know you know Chuck personally, so I'm sure again masaya ka na nakikita mo dito si Chuck.
I think Chak is like wine. Like, you know, she ages like fine wine. She only gets better. I've been lucky to have her as my veteran for all the time I've been in Gilas, and the way that she's able to help the younger players gain confidence is such a special trait of hers. And then, in addition to the skills she has, such an all-around player.
Jimenez now to San Juan, who puts it up, and she puts it in with San Juan. Way to come out of a timeout.
Yeah, 5 points by San Juan right away. I think this is exactly what she needs to do. The team is going to rely on her for majority of the scoring output. So for her to get her looks early is definitely a good sign.
Meantime, bola na sa San Juan. Panty now to Talas. It's a miss. Jimenez bringing the leather down. He wanted to go Pasha, but Talas was right there. 6 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in the first. See this again. Duratec's monoblock power rebound of the quarter. It's by Cham Natural. One of the very serviceable bigs for Coach Tito Reyes in Cham. With San Juan firing away, that's way off to the left.
I mean, there's no problem with a shot like that. San Juan's a shooter. Those are her shots. In order to be a shooter, you're going to have to miss some. So I'm sure Coach Tito Reyes is okay with that shot.
And she just made 5 points.
Exactly.
She just scored the last 5 points for Tagaytay.
Now we have Chak on the floor, so we're definitely going to see a different pace.
Hunsay hands it off to Chak. What will she do? Great defense by the white shirts, Tagaytay Tol Patriots.
Yeah, really forcing the ball out of Chak's hands and trying to get her other players to somehow take that leadership role.
Jimenez. They go Pasha. Paraizo's on top of the key to the cutting down Pasha. What a great play para dito sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots.
A nice little give and go action. I think the backdoor is a very underrated way to score. Catch the defense sleeping.
Lamang na ngayon ang Tagaytay. Tanas. 7 seconds left. Kabinbin kicks it out. Hunsay loses control. Agaw na naman dito para sa Tagaytay. Pasha in transition. They go natural. The patience on Cham's shot.
They're really capitalizing on the turnovers right now. San Juan's good start is starting to look a little bit cold.
Active reinvent assist of the game. That was from Wiz San Juan, the Cham Natural. And now it's time for San Juan Lady Knights to call timeout.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina.
And of course, aking partner for today, our guest analyst. Kita nyo naman ang ating achievements, her resume. One of the best players ng ating Women's Gilas Pilipinas squad. Gold medalist ng ating 2021 SEA Games. Bronze medalist for 2019 FIBA 3x3 under 18 sa Malaysia. So again, congratulations for all those achievements and the medals that you have brought here in the Philippines. I'm sure yung mga nanonood sa atin ay masayang-masaya na isang very credible player ang analyst ngayon sa WMPBL.
Yeah, it's always, I'm always happy to share my thoughts. I think representing the national team is definitely an honor and not something I take lightly. So if there's any way I can give back to the game, I'm always welcome and open.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot, Camille. No? Is playing in the WMPBL gonna be a? Can you consider playing in the WMPBL in the near future?
Yeah, it's definitely something I would consider. I mean, I'm recovering from my injury, so really the paths are open. Just taking it day by day, but of course I would definitely consider playing in our country's first professional league. It would be an honor.
Meantime, with San Juan so far with 6 points to her name. 12-8 is the score. 4:37 remaining here in the first quarter. They go Kabinbin. Ventura. Now to Hunsay. 10 on the 24. Kabinbin puts it up. And Kabinbin puts it in.
Easy. I think their shooting is definitely an upside for them today, but I think to get a little more efficient, they definitely need to get into the paint.
Paraiso. Wanted to go San Juan. Gets it anyway. Kicks it out. Dan Pasha on the move. Will miss. Kanya pa din. Dan Pasha.
That's the problem. The help was good. The help was there, but you have to finish the possession on a rebound. It almost defeats the whole purpose of a really good rotation if at the end you're not going to get the rebound and then also foul, right?
On your screens, that's Tito Reyes, also the head coach of the De La Salle University Dasmariñas Patriots. (13-11). Dan Pasha on the line. There are 4 minutes remaining. She makes one of two. What will San Juan do? They hand it off to Kabinbin, their hot hand. Here's Jack. The three-pointer on the way. No! Para dito kay Pedregosa. Erica Jimenez. Now to San Juan. Wiz puts it up from way out. That one is short. Almost getting the rebound are the Lady Knights, pero it's gonna go their way. At that time, hindi na nila naulit yung previous mistake nila in defending well but didn't get the rebound.
Tagaytay is really trying to milk it with San Juan right now. They definitely see that she has a mismatch against Jill Dallas, so maybe they just need to get her a little more efficient, get her touches in the paint, and get her shots where she's more open rather than her creating for herself as much.
Still 14-11. Kabinbin. Here's the Chak attack.
Way to find Jill in the corner.
Si Hunsay will miss. Kanila pa din ang bola. Here's Hunsay. They go Kabinbin. Del Prado guarding her. 12 on the shot clock. Kabinbin, the attack. A tough shot para dito kay Kabinbin. Great defense this time by Tagaytay.
Yeah, they're reading the screens really well. I think they're not giving the driving lane to Chak right now. So she's really forced to look for her other teammates.
Adlawan. Now to Hunsay, wide open from deep. No! Adlawan gets the offensive board. Off the glass, it's in.
That's what we need to see more from San Juan. They need to get on the boards. They need to look for second chance points because they're shooting a lot from the outside, but you're not going to get all those shots to fall.
10 seconds. And there's a foul. Claudine Santos will be shooting 2 free throws. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Just a 1-point lead para sa Tagaytay. taga-deliver.
A
ng
little,
pagkain.
a little pre or mid-game snack.
Pwede pala yan, no? Well, if you're Camille ka rin, baka pwede. Pero pag tayo, hindi pwede. Meantime, under 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Del Prado guarding Kabinbin. Chak's on opening. Chak! All the way to the rim.
Chak loves that little hesitation. She's so good at reading where the defense is going to cut her off and reacting just quick enough to get by them.
Chuchi Paraiso. 15 to work with. It's back with Chuchi and she loses control of the leather. Mikey Antonio is also there for Tagaytay. Panty.
Great up and under. Everything but the shot.
Everything but the shot, yeah. In transition are the white shirts. San Juan. Shot off nicely. Del Prado. Can't get it to go. He's going to be called for a foul. Oh, it's on Claudine Santos.
Holding foul is called number 19, Pauline Santos. That's her first personal. 2 on the Patriots.
It was a lucky break there for San Juan. Del Prado was wide open. A minute remaining. Kabinbin pa rin on top of the key. 10 seconds remaining. Chak, what will she do? Here's the attack, the spin. Wanted to drop it off to Tolentino. Del Prado was there.
I think San Juan needs to get their other players involved a little bit more. I mean, it's difficult not to watch Chak do her magic, but it also allows the defense to just sit in the zone and wait for her there, which is honestly what happened last possession.
In the last 2 or 3 possessions, I believe.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
5 seconds on the shot clock for Tagaytay. Del Prado playing the inbounder. Mikey Antonio has it. 3 seconds remaining. Agaw dito, Rejoice Adlawan. There's a dribbling violation on Kabinbin. Again, she is going to be a marked man here in the ball game. Chak.
It's hard not to. Just as San Juan is on the opposing team, Chak is definitely someone who will draw attention, especially on the defensive end. You know the ball's going to be in her hand a lot of the time, so where she is, the ball goes.
Agaw dito, Chak Kabinbin making up for that turnover and converting on the other end. 10 seconds remaining. They go San Juan. Wiz puts it up from deep. Can't make it. Paraiso unable still. Got it off in time. Pero hindi nga lang papasok para kay Paraiso. And that will be the end of the first 10 minutes of action. Let's take a look at the first quarter highlights. A strong and hot start for San Juan, but Tagaytay Tol Patriots quickly gathered their momentum and their rhythm. At ngayon, lamang sila 17-14.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Liga. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng
Say hello to our fan, showing off her beautiful smile. All smiles. Enjoying the games here in the WMPBL. Our Smile Cam is brought to us by Smile 360 Dental. Visit their branches at Makati, Bacoor, Taguig, Mandaluyong, Cainta, Antipolo, Quezon City, Parañaque, Manila, Fairview, and Binangonan. Thank you so much to our Smile 360 fan of the game. And welcome back to Enderun Titan Gym here in Taguig City. Charles Bay Chong, Camille Clarin, and Jilan Lim at courtside. And Camille, we saw during the early stages ng first quarter natin, ang ganda ng simula ng San Juan. But Tagaytay quickly recovered from that 8-2 deficit.
Yeah, they were able to stop the bleeding. They were able to just play within their system, not force anything, get good shots. You have 4 quarters to really work through the game. No one's going to lose in the first couple of possessions, and I think that they can recognize that.
Hazel Panty knocking it down from distance. 17 apiece. Ito naman. Earlier, you were looking for someone else, not named Kabinbin, for San Juan Lady Knights. And there you have it, Hazel Panty.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see a 2-point guard duo. One to really take the, not everyone's going to have a perfect game, so that was a great move. In turn, I think we're definitely seeing other players step up because Chak is not necessarily scoring that much today. Right now, the game is early.
Definitely, more and more players are getting involved. At ngayon, lamang na sila 21-14. See this again. Rejoice Adlawan using that Pinoy step, we can say. Mikey Antonio. That's Kinko rather. Mababalik ang bola dito sa San Juan Lady Knights. 8:32 remaining.
San Juan needs to do a better job at moving the ball around. I think they're taking shots a little bit too early in the shot clock. Just sharing the ball a little bit, getting touches, I think will do them some good down the stretch.
Here's Hazel once again. No. That's a good point, Camille. Kasi yung nakaraang mga baskets nitong San Juan Lady Knights, most of them came from transition. So yeah, maybe they can be more patient with their offense, trying to use as much clock as possible.
Yeah, you can tell that their strong suit is definitely fast break points.
Great defense para dito sa San Juan. Forcing traveling violation on Quintos. Or Kinko, rather. Angel Kinko. Still 21-14. Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Wala pa ring score dito sa pangalawang yugto natin. Hazel against Jimenez.
Great defense by Jimenez.
And Hazel Panty, wow! How do you like that footwork?
It's interesting because she recently just did that move like the other possession, but I guess it still was effective. And great steal on the other end.
Blue shirts are running. Just could not capitalize. That's still leading to a turnover. Masyadong malakas yung pasa. Let's see this again. That great move from Hazel Panty. Wow, impeccable footwork from the San Juan Lady Knight guard. Timeout San Juan.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
7:32 remaining here in the first half. 23-14. Still, ang Tagaytay Tol Patriots hindi pa nakakabutas dito sa ating second quarter. Ang nanonood sa atin, hello po on Facebook, YouTube, and on Solar Sports. One of our great colleagues, Coach Anton de los Reyes, one of the coaches also of DLSU Dasmariñas Lady Patriots, recently just won their chip in the NCRAA, Coach Andy Canlas. 7-17. They go natural, quick trigger, jump natural.
They definitely need those quick hitters. They're not really getting anything in their sets right now. I'd like to see Chuchi get more touches because she's definitely someone who can carry the offensive load with Luisa.
Ventura sets the pick. Ooh, miscommunication on Panty and Ventura.
I think they can have a little bit more patience on the ball screens. They're really just riding it high. So their bigs kind of need to roll to the basket a little bit harder and hopefully open up the shooters on the weak side.
Meantime, bigay natin sa ating courtside reporter, Jilan Lim.
Sa kanilang timeout, depensa ang kailangan paigtingin ng Tagaytay Tol Patriots upang makuha muli ang kontrol ng laro. Idiniin ni Assistant Coach Ryan Dalosa na kailangan palakasin ang weak side defense ng team para makakuha ng rebounds. Ani naman ni Coach Tito Reyes, one-on-one defense ang kanilang isang area pa na kailangan nilang bigyan ng focus upang hindi na makalayo pa ang San Juan Lady Knights sa laro na ito. Balik tayo sa laro, Charles at Cici.
Thank you so much, Jiland. I guess after that first game, no, Camille, they were in control midway through the first period. Pero yung Batangas, yun nga, yung defense nila, medyo naging shaky as April Bernardino and Camille Claro overturned that deficit and never looked back.
The thing with these games, compared to 3x3 especially, the game can turn around within so many minutes. You have a lot of time to operate, a lot of time to really work through your mistakes. But I think there's value in going possession per possession, and really, especially in terms of defense, there's a lot of teams that kind of don't bring on the defensive intensity into the latter part, but if you can really get them into it right at the beginning, you have a much better chance at having success later in the game.
And we have a coach's challenge. This time it's by Coach Tito Reyes. I wonder kung ano yung gustong ipaklaro o ipa-overturn Coach Tito Reyes. Again,
Out of bounds ball?
medyo hirap sila dito. We're kind of seeing a different Tagaytay Tol Patriots team as compared to what we saw during the first quarter.
Yeah, we saw the backdoors. We saw a little bit of them creating their own success on the court, but now they're letting the defense dictate what they're gonna do.
And that was it. It was off on Sai. Yung sinasabi ni Coach Tito Reyes, pleading his case na hindi daw galing o hindi daw natapik ng Tagaytay Tol Patriots.
From our angle, it does look like it was off Jill Dallas, but it's not for us to decide.
Yeah, of
Let's
course.
leave it up to the refs.
From our vantage point, it was the Lady Knights.
Yeah, from our humble opinion, you know. Let's see what the refs have to say about it.
Again, the referees have the best vantage point. Sila ang masusunod dito, hindi tayo. Challenge is successful. 23-16 still, 2 puntos pa lang. Itong Tagaytay Tol Patriots ngayong second quarter. San Juan Lady Knights shooting pretty decent. I mean, this is high. 50%, 10 out of 20.
And then 30% from the 3 as well.
As compared to Tagaytay, it's 6 out of 19, 31%. Oh, took too much time. 24-second shot clock violation.
I guess they were not aware of the shot clock in that situation.
Kind of cancels out that coach's challenge.
Yeah, a little bit. It really didn't work in their favor. They weren't able to capitalize on it.
Under 6 minutes remaining. Hazel Panty. The crossover, the kick out. Adlawan drives baseline, traveling violation. Got too excited.
And that's something they really started keeping an eye on. Those travels where you're putting the ball down right after you pick up your back foot. I mean, it seems like it's an automatic travel now.
5:30. Bola na kay Jimenez. Natural sets the pick. Cham, left wide open. Paraiso, the bump off the glass. That's a grown woman move.
She said, get in the gym. And Chuchi needs to do more of that. She needs to use her size to really bully the smaller defenders, because I think that's where she'll be able to get her shots from the outside as well.
Kabinbin. Now to Hazel. Miscommunication once again. A turnover for San Juan.
She should have shot that ball. I think oftentimes we see something that's not there. I do have a bad habit of doing that, so sometimes just taking the shot is a better option.
Your teammates were ready to crash the boards.
Yeah, they were anticipating the shot, so that's all you gotta do, just shoot it.
See this again. Active assist of the quarter. Cham Natural to Chuchi Paraiso. Powering her way through, and a timeout has been called by Coach Ay Libornio and the San Juan Lady Knights.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipina.
Coach John Carlos, president of the WMPBL, together with our Deputy Commissioner, Coach Sen Disanco. At on your screens, wala pa si Commissioner Heidi Ong. Coach Heidi, I'm sure she will be here in a few moments. Again, 23-18, napatawag ng timeout doon si Coach Ay Libornio for a couple of turnovers nitong San Juan.
Someone needs to just be decisive. I think you're getting the open shots. They're shooting well from the outside, so it's okay for them to get these misses out, because eventually that they're gonna fall.
So far, ang bench points natin, very glaring yung disparity. 11 for San Juan Lady Knights, none for Tagaytay.
I mean, that's almost half of San Juan's points, right?
Meantime, Panty. They go Kabinbin. He's against Natural. What a matchup we have here. Kabinbin pulls the trigger. No. Tala saves it to the wrong person. Pasha. Natural. Sablay pa din.
Hit the trailing big again.
Transition 3 won't work, but they still got the offensive rebound. Five seconds remaining. Hazel against Chuchi. No, Jimenez grabs the board. Oh! Sorry, turnover for Paraiso.
Yeah, those are kind of adding up for Tagaytay right now.
Eurotex monoblock power rebound of the quarter. Cristina Tolentino for San Juan Lady Knights. Chakta Binbin pa din. Great two-man game. Tolentino converts.
Great pocket pass. That a perfectly executed pick and roll is one of the nicest things to see. I think Chak does a great job of reading where the defense is and getting it to her roller at the perfect time.
What a luxury having Chaka Binbin on the floor. As well as Hazel Panty. Here they go again. Tolentino na naman from Kabinbin. Should have taken the shot.
They've adjusted now in their offense. I think we're seeing a little bit of like an over-under action, which is good for Chak because it's going to clear up that strong side corner where they have the help guy. So now she has more room to operate.
Well, we know Chaka Binbin. She's a very willing passer. Meantime, San Juan, now Paraiso. Forces the issue. Chuchi Paraiso cuts the lead down 5. Two minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Kabinbin pa din. Talas. She hit one earlier, hitting another one.
Great confidence by Jill out there. I think because Chaka's able to hit her roller, the help is not there to catch her and the shooter in the wing. So good on Jill to be ready for that shot.
San Juan nilapit, sumablay pa din. Last few attempts from San Juan, hindi pumapasok. Hazel Panty. Back-to-back threes for San Juan. That's what you like to see. Sharing the leather.
Exactly. The offense is coming so much easier once they move the ball and they find the open guy. It's also a lot less tiring than going one-on-one.
Largest lead of the ball game at 11, 31-20. A minute and 30 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. With San Juan splitting the defense. Paraiso puts it up and puts it in. Tagaytay Tol Patriots not going down without a fight. Hazel Panty gets Gonato. Hazel kicks it out. What a pass! Oh!
The ball movement was great. Everything was there but the shot. But it's good to see that the San Juan Lady Knights are really moving the ball and getting everyone involved.
You see, you saw there the bench. It was kind of deflated after that miss. Great pass from Paraiso. Di nga lang papasok yan para kay Gonato. Talas.
Good patience by Jill. Good on Pedregosa for following. That was definitely something she needed to make up after that missed layup.
See this again. Akari, three-point shot of the quarter. Chuchi Paraiso lighting it up from distance. And you talked about rim running, CC. when you rim run, especially when you're big, you give a lot of opportunities for your team to score.
Yeah, because if you rim run, you're able to draw the defense to you, first of all. And second, if you have a small running down the ball with you pushing the floor, that should be an easy 2 points.
Automatic mismatch. Pedregosa, miss on the first. Good on the second. Now we have another timeout with 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. 32-23, still San Juan.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Under 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Bola ngayon ng Tagaytay Tol Patriots. They can end this first half on a good note. But they have shown that they can. They can run at par with San Juan Lady Knights. It's just a matter of involving other players, being patient on offense,
Lessening the turnovers.
taking care of the ball,
Yeah, and just being consistent. I mean, if you can't score, just make sure they can't either. It's difficult to work your way all the way up to a tie and then lose it just in a couple of possessions down the line. Great
defense. Agaw Chaka Binbin, they have the numbers.
Oh my god.
10 seconds remaining.
That's okay. They can hold that possession. See what Chak has in store.
5. Kabinbin. No. Both teams could not capitalize. Just before the first half ended, San Juan Lady Knights on a really good start here in the second period. You saw there that pocket pass from Chaka Binbin, Tolentino finishing, and this time Chuchi Paraiso barreling her way through the defense. Chaka Binbin pa din, a great facilitator to another Spitfire guard in Hazel Panty. 32-23 at the end of 2.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina.
Nanonood pa rin kayo ng Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. At ngayon kasama natin si Patrick Tolentino, ang son of the team, owner of the Tagaytay Tol Patriots. So Patrick, first of all, thank you so much for supporting this league, for supporting the team. Ngayon naman, what made you and your family decide to support women's basketball?
Well, if you check my family's history, my uncle is the Philippine Olympic sports president. So there's like a thing there with sports, and my dad is also the president of kickboxing. So my dad really wants to give opportunities not just to women but also to men, both to our Filipino athletes to show the world and their talents and give opportunity. So even if it's a small league, like kahit 6 teams lang po, if you guys didn't know, NBA, like there was like times in the NBA, there was like 6 teams, 7 teams, 8 teams. Like look at NBA right now. Expansion pa, so yun. So support WMPBL.
Yes, and the WMPBL, if, for those who do not know, it is the first professional women's basketball league here in the Philippines. So something historic is in the making here. Ngayon naman, Patrick, what are your dreams for your team in particular?
Win a championship, of course. Especially in the first professional league of this season, of this WMPBL. So yeah, we want to win a championship for our players' resume and for our, Tagaytay history also.
Yes, indeed. Now, last, for any message that you have for those watching us right now.
Yeah, that's it. Just keep supporting women at WMPBL. Like, naman, like women for the Philippines, binubuhat tayo ngayon, gaya ni Alex Ayala, Heidelin, Nesty Petesio. So yun, one day, actually mauna pa nga yung WNBA, madadraft pure Pinoy than NBA na pure Filipino. Feeling ko lang, mauna pa yung WNBA. So yun lang naman po, support Tol Patriots and WMPBL.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Mabuhay nga ang kababaihan. Ngayon, let's take it back to the panel, Charles and Cici.
Thank you so much, Jiland. Scored halftime, 32-23 again. Still coming to you live here from the Enderun Titan Gym here in the city of Taguig. Charles Baychong, Camille Clarin, and Jiland Lim at courtside. Hello po sa ating mga manonood on Facebook, YouTube, and on Solar Sports. Again, this is Manny Pacquiao's Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League regular season, powered by Akari. And Camille, basketball indeed is a game of fronts. Of course, we're gonna take a look at the highlights. Tingnan, anong nakikita mo dyan? Can you kind of explain it to us?
Yeah, I think that, of course, San Juan is shooting a higher percentage, but I also think it goes with the fact that they're having more attempts. Virtually the same for three-point percentage, which I'm actually surprised by. I didn't realize that. That may be a wrong stat, but we'll get back to you guys. But in terms of rebounds, assists, and turnovers, they're really near each other. So I think that San Juan is definitely capitalizing more on the turnovers, and their bench points are really contributing. That's a stat you guys might not see, but they're 12-0 in comparison to Tagaytay Tol's bench production. So I think they definitely need to get the other girls involved.
Again, yung ating 3-point percentage for San Juan Lady Knights, it's 5 out of 16, 31% para naman sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots. It's 20% at 2 for 10. So maybe itong 3-point shooting ng Tagaytay is something that they could work on. But let's see the top scorers. Jel Talas with 8, Hazel Panty, and Chaka Binbin with 7 apiece for San Juan Lady Knights. Para naman sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots, Chuchi Paraiso with 7, Cham Natural, and Wiz San Juan with 6 points apiece. So for these two teams, especially for San Juan Lady Knights, they are in the lead, but yung consistency, Camille, yun yung hinahanap mo for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, the runs are difficult. You can't be getting back into the game, working your way up, and just letting the lead go to waste the next couple of possessions. You have to be able to be consistent and stay in the game, whether that's keeping the intensity on the defensive side just as the same as the offensive side, but I think Tagaytay needs to find a way to get over that hump.
Speaking of getting over the hump, etong Tagaytay Tol Patriots, hindi pa nakukuha ang kanilang panalo. But again, my partner for tonight, our guest analyst, Camille Clarin, a gold medalist noong 2021 SEA Games at 2019 SEA Games under 18. Mga fans ni CC, nanonood. Mag-hi ka naman sa mga supporters, Camille.
Hello to all my friends, my families, the women's basketball community. I'm glad that I'm able to share a little bit of my insights and allow my brain to speak for the court. I mean, it's fun to see, to have a different perspective of the game and to just learn from everybody playing here.
Your insights are very, very much welcome here in the WMPBL. Magsabi ka lang kung kailan mo gustong umupo at sumalang dito sa panel, and we will be always making time, making way. We will always be making way for you na makaupo dito dahil nakikita natin yung insights, naririnig natin yung insights from someone who's very credible, been there, done that type of analysis. Mga nakikita nyo kanina kung paano niya i-dissect, paano niya i-analyze yung mga nangyayari dito sa ating court. But again, for Tagaytay Tol Patriots, getting over the hump, still without a win here in this tournament. Pero mahaba pa naman, no? This is just a 9-point lead with 2 quarters to go. Ano naman yung gusto mong makita on the side of Tagaytay?
Besides that turnover, I think Tagaytay is adding Harada into the mix. I think that'll be a good contribution because there's not really an inside presence right now for both teams. So I think if they're able to establish something in the paint, draw fouls, get to the line, that'll give them the confidence moving forward.
We are not seeing 3 players so far for Tagaytay. Meiko Yamada, Cristiano Di Maunahan, and Kat Cantimbuan. Of course, may mga kanya-kanyang reasons naman ng ating mga coaches. Again, alam naman natin, Cristiano Di Maunahan, spot-up shooter, can light it up from distance anytime. Meiko Yamada, Spitfire guard din. sikat kang timbuhan. Alam
Great
naman natin.
defense by Jill Talas. I think you know that San Juan's going to be a tough matchup, so she's doing a great job putting the pressure on her.
Here come the Lady Knights in transition. Hazel Panty floats it up and in. And an early timeout requested by Coach Tito Reyes and the Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Ayun yung hinahanap mo kanina, CC, no, for San Juan Lady Knights. Tolentino to Hazel Panty for our active assist of the game. Reinvent the game. Timeout, Coach Tito.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
On your screens, ating family fan of the game brought to us by Sogo Hotel. Again, kung gusto nyong ma-feature sa ating Hotel Sogo family fan of the game, be sure na magpunta sa ating mga venues. This time, nandito tayo sa Enderun Titan Gym. A minute gone by here in the third period. Pa nakakabutas dito ang Tagaytay. Will this be the time? Hindi pa din. They got an open look. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, I think they should at least, you know, I mean, hit the rim, give them a chance. Like, they're sharing the ball, but they can do a little better job of setting the players up to be in a position to score. Great fake.
Di nga lang din papasok yan.
And she got the rebound.
Steph Ventura.
You like a player like that. Someone who follows the ball, follows their shot, doesn't give up on the possession.
If there's anyone who knows kung malakas o mahina yung tira mo, it's you.
Yeah, I feel like you can tell. But I'm definitely not someone who crashes the board a lot. I'm guilty of that. I have great teammates who can rebound the ball well. So then bahala.
That's kind of self-incriminating though.
It's okay. I'm self-aware, you know. I know my weaknesses.
Well, those weaknesses can be fixed naman. So baka in the coming years makita natin si Camille Clarin na mag-crash ng boards, offensive rebounds after her shot. Steph will miss back-to-back.
We have Justin Domingo bringing down the ball. A lot of players with UAP experience, a lot of players who know how to win.
Daan pa siya. Can't get it. Off target on that one. Libre na naman siya dun.
It's actually really cool. Like, Tagaytay right now has 2 players from LaSalle, 1 from NU, 1 from UP, and 1 from FEU represented on the court.
So kalat yung mga teams natin, no? But again, representing Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Different faces, familiar ones, and the up-and-coming ones as well. Chak Kabinbin is back in the ball game. 35-23, largest in the ball game. Largest lead in the ball game, rather, at 12.
Even with a 12-point lead, the San Juan Lady Knights are putting on the pressure. I think delaying that, giving them a much shorter shot clock to work with is going to work in their favor.
With San Juan. Great defense on Wiz. Paraiso with 2. Chaka Binbin reads that perfectly. In transition are the blue shirts. Talas. Good on the right wing 3.
Jill is feeling it today. I love to see it as her captain before. It's
nice to see that Jill's finding success somewhere other than NU.
Agad namang binawi ni Justin Tolentino. Top of the key 3. Talas na naman against San Juan. Kabinbin. Well read by Sam Harada. Just 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock para dito sa San Juan. What will they do? Enough for a quick play. Kabinbin, the fake. Inagis na lang pero nakakuha pa ng foul itong si Chuck Kabinbin. One of the weapons nito ni Chuck, yung drawing fouls.
Yeah, that comes with that veteran experience. You know how to draw fouls. You know how to get those last-minute calls up.
Because definitely with 2 seconds, the defense will get aggressive and try to stay in front of you. Chuck Kabinbin, again, sabi mo, veteran experience. Or in street terms, sa mga kanto, nagulangan. She can't hit her first free throw. Both teams shooting pretty decent at 50%. The bare minimum. 1 for 2 again for Chuck Kabinbin. A 13-point advantage para dito sa mga nakaasul. Dan Pasha, quick trigger. Short. Hindi na makokontrol yung bola.
Way to run the break.
Gel Talas finishing on the break. Tolentino na naman. Off to the right. Kabinbin.
They are not slowing down with the ball.
Talas firing away. No.
Great hustle by Jill. It seems like she's running non-stop today, which is working in her favor. Great pass to the inside.
Another pass. Kabinbin with 10. Against Tolentino, traveling violation. But you see the ball movement. Something that we didn't see in the first half.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a point of emphasis for Coach I in her huddles.
Akari, 3-point shot of the quarter. Gel Talas. Mas binawi naman yan pabalik ni Justin Tolentino. And you were saying? Something that we didn't see during the first half, yung pag-ikot ng bola for San Juan.
And that's what's contributing to that 15-point lead right now. The baskets are coming a lot easier than they were in the first couple of minutes when they got stuck in the first quarter.
So far, 3 puntos pa lang dito sa ating third quarter ang Tagaytay. Sam Harada gets her first basket here in this ball game. Meantime, may kwenta daw ulit si Giland Lim, ang ating courtside reporter. Go, Giland!
Grace, under pressure ang ipinapakita ng San Juan Lady Knights. Trailing sa simula ng ating laro pero mabilis na humabol at ngayon ay patuloy na may control ng ating game. Nung itinanong ko si Sisi Hunsay ng Lady Knights kung ano ang susi ng kanilang stable na laro, ito raw ay ang magaling na pag-identify ng kanilang coaches sa strengths at weaknesses ng kanilang team. Sa larong ito, mas matatangkad nga ang mga Tol Patriots, ngunit bilis at epektibong shooting naman ang advantage ng Lady Knights. Sa kanilang mga huddles nung nag-listenin ako, napakadetalyado nga talaga ng mga paalala ni Coach Eileen Lebornio na focused sa bawat player. At talaga namang sinusulit din ni Coach hanggang sa huling mga sandali ang bawat timeout. Ito nga siguro ang sinasabi nilang make the most out of every moment, no, Charles and Sisi?
Thank you so much, Giland. You made the most out of that report. It was a long one. But again, the attention to detail for Coach Ay Libornio is just on another level. You just see how they work and nagtatranslate na into points as we take a look at that three-pointer by Chaka Binbin.
Yeah, I've been lucky to be coached by Coach I, my SEA Games gold medalist. She was part of the coaching staff, and she was our defensive guy. She really knows how to use the defense to dictate the offense, especially putting on the pressure in a full court press. Like, she knows her stuff.
Chaka Binbin, the cut, traveling violation. Yung Hugo step, very particular ang ating referee sa ganyan. Can't jump on one foot and land on the same. There you go, Antonio.
Oh. A little bit of a miscommunication there by the two.
Pedregosa off the window, it's in. They are just taking control of this ball game. Itong San Juan Lady Knights.
Yeah, we're really seeing them pull away right now. And you can see the vibe of the players. You can see how much better it feels and how much better it looks when everyone's involved. That doesn't mean everyone has to be involved scoring, but simply touching the ball. Sorry, miss. For Tol, which they could have definitely needed.
Kabinbin, the spin. Naipasa sa maling tao. White shirts are running. Can they convert? No! Sorry, turnovers back to back for Tagaytay.
Yeah, that takes away your confidence a little.
Uratex monoblock power rebound of the quarter from Steph Ventura. Here's Hazel. Short on that one. Pasha gets the board. Tig pa silang matapikan dun. 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. They go Kantimbuhan. That three-pointer won't work. Para dito kay Angel Kinko.
I think Kinko needs to try to work her way out. She has a great mid-range. She has good touch around the rim. I think the Tagaytay team needs to be able to maximize their height, which was mentioned earlier.
Kasi yung strength ng San Juan, nakikita na natin yung bilis nila and yung shooting.
Pushing the ball, shooting from the outside. They're playing to their strengths, and Tagaytay is not. I think that's why they're seeing more success.
Even with that miss from Talas, you still gotta appreciate the ball movement, the creation of the guards. Sooner or later, it's only gonna be a matter of time before those shots will go in.
Yeah, and she's already hit 3 this game, so for me, green light, girl.
Antonio against Pedregosa. 9 on the 24, fake handoff. A three-pointer is in once again. Justin Domingo. They needed that one badly.
Yeah, it's good to see her have confidence. I mean, she was definitely an impact player when she was at the UP Fighting Maroons. I think she was definitely a great contributor. She needs to bring that level of intensity and that level of scoring here to Tagaytay. 6 on the clock. They're really crammed in that corner right there.
Pero nagawan pa din ang paraan at lawan to Hazel Panty. Under a minute remaining here in the third. They go Kinko once again. Antonio wants it.
And a horn popping big.
Kantimbuhan, the spin, shot off nicely. Binigay kay Antonio, 3 to shoot. Traveling violation once again.
They're spacing. I think it's not serving the purpose that they want it to. You're having people try to get to the paint, but you have another guy in the exact same spot. So the guy needs to space the floor a little bit better so that everyone has a chance to score and make something happen.
It won't happen with poor spacing. 30 seconds remaining. Kabinbin against Santos. 10. The crossover, the snatchback. Kabinbin! Wow!
I've watched her play for how many years, and all these moves still amaze me. It's like she just finds a way to slice through the defense in the most difficult way possible.
1 second remaining. Domingo. What a great quarter for the San Juan Lady Knights, outscoring Tagaytay Tol Patriots 16-8. Tingnan natin yung ating third quarter highlights. Justin Domingo hitting 2 3-pointers here in the third period. Hazel Panty naman, that Spitfire guard once again from San Juan, inamamayagpag dito, as well as Jel Talas hitting 3 3-pointers plus that fast break. And our score at the end of third is 50-31, still Lady Knights.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ito ang liga ng...
Say hello to our fan showing off her beautiful smile. All smiles is our fan enjoying the games here in the WMPBL. Our Smile Cam is brought to you by Smile 360 Dental. Visit their branches at Makati, Bacoor, Taguig, Mandaluyong, Cainta, Antipolo, Quezon City, Parañaque, Manila, Fairview, and Binangonan. Third quarter of action tapos na, 50-31. A 19-point deficit for Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Still more than enough time, but it will not be easy if they want to mount a comeback here in the ballgame. Fourth quarter had just begun. Charles Bechong, Camille Clarin, and Jilan Lim at courtside. And Camille, again, hindi pa naman sarado ang pinto para dito sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots. But those kinds of baskets, especially from Kabinbin, should be stopped.
Especially right at the beginning of the quarter. You know, you want to start on a defensive stop. That'll give you the confidence to score on offense, which I guess is no problem for Luisa.
But they can't afford to trade baskets.
No.
They need to make stops.
You're down 19 points. It's going to start on defense for sure.
Kabinbin wants another, and she makes another! Kabinbin,
feeling
inside,
it.
outside operator. How do you like that? And an early timeout once again para dito sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Let's see this again. Akari, 3-point shot of the quarter, or should I say 3-point shots of the quarter from Kabinbin.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Kabinbin, just amazing performance, Camille, from this San Juan Lady Knight.
Even without Janine there to take off the offensive load, Chak is showing why she's one of the best point guards to grace the courts of the Philippines here.
Kita mo naman yung bilis nitong San Juan Lady Knights.
She can pass, she can score, she can defend. Age is but a number for Chaka Binbin.
Chuchi Paraiso. How can the Tol Patriots overhaul this big of a lead? With San Juan will miss. Erika Jimenez trying to fight for it. Ends up in the hands of who?
Oh, who wants it more?
Paraiso, sablay pa din. Couple of attempts.
Let's see what she makes happen here.
Just couldn't get that 3-point to go was Jel Talas.
Great rebound by Ventura.
Rejoice Adlawan fighting for that ball. Itong si Adlawan, a player who doesn't need a lot of touches in order to be effective. There is a lot of facets in basketball that you can excel at, not just in scoring. You would agree with that?
Yeah, there's only one ball. Not everyone can have the ball in their hands at a certain time. The teammates that I love to be around are the people that do those intangible things. People who box out hard, who dive after the ball. Those are the things that you don't see on the stat sheet, but those are the things that win the game.
And those are the things that you do that will get you minutes.
Exactly.
Oh, what's happening here? Apparently, Coach Ryan Dalosa is frustrated. Pero mukhang okay naman na. 14 on the shot clock para dito sa San Juan. 5 to shoot. Kabinbin. Oh, another one! No Janine Ponteos, no problem, says Chaka Binbin. Here she goes again, dishing it out this time. Jel Talas, back-to-back misses. Jimenez in transition, they have the numbers. Can they convert? Yes, they can. Much needed one for Tagaytay.
Yeah, down almost 30 points, I think. You're gonna have to get the points in, forcing them to turnovers at this point.
Adlawan the floater, Adlawan the basket.
Great read on that closeout.
Those are the signs that you know what you're doing as a player. You just read the defender. That time, masyadong mabilis yung closeout. So she could just blow by and
Yeah,
they
you
hit
could
that
see
floater.
it. She saw it by the angle, I'm sure, and that quick decision making was able to get her in front of Chuchi before she could recover.
A platoon substitution for Coach Tito Reyes. 5 in, 5 out. Still the same 5 for Coach I. 65-36. Gonato. And with the words of our great colleague, Coach Anton de los Reyes, you do not give the referees a chance to blow their whistle, especially by reaching in.
Reaching down, especially.
Oh, yeah,
I feel
reaching
like there's
down.
a little low-key way to get it away from that, swiping up. Because it's not as obvious as swiping down.
You heard it here first from
Little tips and tricks of the game.
WMPBL. Instead of reaching in, reaching down, try to swipe up. Bola nandito pa rin sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Gonato. There you go, Claudine Santos. Agaw ni Rejoice Adlawan. Here she goes. Touchdown for Rejoice.
Can't afford to make sloppy passes like that, especially if San Juan is super on the defensive pressure.
Great sidestep by Claudine Santos. Cutting the lead down 67-38. Still a monumental task. Kabinbin na naman. No. They get the offensive rebound. And Rejoice Adlawan gets bumped. She gets fouled. Kung titignan natin, Camille, no, yung stats natin, mga ibang statistical categories natin, halos parehas naman yung rebounding story. Actually, lamang pa nga ang Tagaytay dito ng tatlo, 27-24. But it's just a matter of conversion. 51% for San Juan Lady Knights, 35 for Tagaytay.
Yeah, if you're not shooting well, I mean, you gotta get to the paint. You just gotta get more attempts somehow.
Their last game,
they shot 28%, and I think no team is gonna be able to get a win off of those numbers. If we're also comparing the other stat lines, San Juan is leading +7 in assists, and I think that's why everything's coming easier for them, and they're not having to force shots from the outside, which, even though that is their strength, they're able to find it in other ways.
Meantime, bigay ulit natin kay Jiland Lim.
Usapang leadership tayo kanina sa San Juan Lady Knights, ngunit hindi rin magpapatalo ang Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Ang unshakable core ng kanilang team? Siyempre, ang kanilang team captain na si Charm Natural. Ani assistant coach Norman Magunaw, si Charm nga ang tipo ng player na kayang i-hold together ang kanilang koponan kahit na bago pa lang sila sa isa't isa. Vocal siya sa kanilang mga huddles at kanina nga nung wala pa si Coach Tito bago ang laro, siya muna ang nangunguna sa team sa kanilang mga preparasyon. Tingnan natin kung kaya niyang i-pull together ang Tol Patriots to still finish strong despite the point deficit. Charles and Cici?
Thanks so much, Jiland. Cham Natural, we all know what she can contribute. Not just a leader by example. A vocal leader she can be. And yung voice, yun nga, vocal leader of voice inside and outside the court. You've had teammates, I'm sure may mga naging teammates ka na rin, maybe sa NU, sa national team, na may mga ganyan, no? Leader by example or a vocal leader.
Yeah, for sure. Chaka Binbin, one of them when I was on the national team. I think she always led by example in the ways that she would just help everybody out and make sure everyone was on the same page, but she also knew how to motivate us through her words.
But how about you? What kind of leader are you, Camille?
I used to be one who talks a lot. I think that'll never go away, actually. But I found more value in leading by example. I think when you're able to set the standard, you allow your teammates to rise up to that, and I think it creates an environment where everyone wants to be the best version of themselves.
Looking at the scorers, wala pang naka-double-digit production for Tagaytay Tol Patriots as compared to San Juan. Tatlo na agad ang merong double-digit output dito. Chaka Binbin has 22, Jel Talas has 13, and Rejoice Adlawan has 12. So you are seeing the disparity of things.
Yeah, I'd like to see players like Harada or Domingo to try to get in that scoring column a little bit more, because if you're any other team in the MPBL, you know that Luisa and Chuchi are two of the main scorers for this team.
There you see it. Sam Harada just right on cue. Kakasabi mo lang. Nakabutas na ulit para sa Tagaytay plus a foul. See that again. Great drop step by Sam Harada. Shooting her bonus free throw. Sam Harada. Hotel Sogo Family Fan of the Quarter. Again, kung gusto niyo pong ma-feature sa ating Hotel Sogo Family Fan of the Game, be sure to drop by our venues. Abangan niyo po kung saan ang ating mga venues. And for tonight, Enderun Titan Gym, we still have one more game to go. May oras pa po kayo. More than enough time na makasunod dito sa syudad ng Taguig. Makita ang mga players ng ating WMPBL. And of course, makita si Camille Clarin. 69-41. 3:49 remaining. The doors are closing. The window of opportunity are closing for Tagaytay Tol Patriots, Camille.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, for sure nothing is impossible, but I think if you're Tagaytay at this point, you really just need to take care of the ball. Give yourselves a chance to score, because San Juan is just capitalizing on all of their mistakes right now.
It's a 30-point ball game. It's kind of a foregone conclusion. But as Claudine Santos hits that short jumper to go. But again, if you're Tagaytay Tol Patriots, still run the play. Still continue to execute your plays, run the system. Maybe there's something that you can use, no, for your upcoming games.
Yeah, this is a long season, I think. You can't take every loss too heavy. You can just get some wisdom, learn from the mistakes that you have, and be better for the next game.
Uratex Monoblock, power rebound of the quarter. Steph Ventura, offensive rebound and the stick back. Bola pa rin ng Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Under 3 minutes remaining. Claudine Santos, now Sam Harada. Claudine, nilapit ng bahagya, off the window, no. Hunsay, now to Chaka Binbin. 24 points for Chaka Binbin. Monster performance from Chak. They go Harada once again. Against two defenders, bullying her way through. Offensive foul on Sam. For Tagaytay Tol Patriots, Camilo, they just have to figure out how to finish strong as well. They can start strong. The question is, can they finish strong as well?
Yeah, they can even come back from a deficit, but I feel like when your bench is a little bit shallow, especially since they're missing a couple of players, the starters need to be able to carry the load, both offensively and defensively.
Last 2 minutes of action. You talked about bench production, Camille, no? 39 against 15 for Tagaytay. It's gonna be close to impossible winning ball games, scoring just 15 yung inyong bench.
Yeah, bench production is big in 5-on-5 because your starters are not always going to be 100%. They're not always going to contribute to the game. So having a bench that's ready to go is always beneficial.
73-43, Mikey Antonio missing the first. 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Huwag po kayong aalis. Meron pa po tayong isang laro pagtapos nito. At si Camille Clarin pa rin po ang magiging game analyst. So you will learn a lot from her. Chaka Binbin. Kanila pa din ang bola. One thing that San Juan Lady Knights have proven here in today's ball game, Camille, no, is they can make it work. They can make it work ng hindi masyadong nagre-rely kay Chaka Binbin. Chak can be their main ball handler, pero kaya rin pala nilang paikutin yung bola.
Yeah, it's great to see that they're doing super well without Janine there. But I think that's just the impact of Chuck as a point guard and as a leader of a team. Like, she's able to elevate everyone around her.
The three-pointer is in. Hazel Panty. That's Chaka Binbin's 5th assist. That 1-2 punch, no, from Kabinbin and Hazel Panty, just doing wonders for San Juan.
Yeah, they are not letting up either on this defense.
And for Tagaytay Tol Patriots, it's still very early in the season. This is just their 2nd game, so a lot of time to regroup, focus on what's needed to be fixed. Of course, as the league progresses, makikita naman nila yan kung ano yung mga kailangan nilang i-work on. And as early as their 2nd game, marami na silang pwedeng ma-improve.
Yeah, it comes with growing pains. I mean, the league is new, so are these teams. So they're really just figuring it out at the same time.
Active assist of the quarter was from CC Hunsay to Chaka Binbin. 18 seconds remaining. Foregone conclusion. There's a Mick Gonato crashing the boards. And there it is, San Juan Lady Knights still without a loss here in this tournament. They are now 2-0 habang ang Tagaytay naman still looking for their very first win. It wasn't an easy game, Camille, especially for Tagaytay Tol Patriots. Hindi naging madali yung naging mga puntos nila ngayong laro na to.
Yeah, they had a good chance. They were really in the first quarter. They showed that they were able to come back from that 8-2 deficit. But they couldn't sustain. Consistency is the name of the game, and that's something that they need to bring forward into their next games.
50% shooting clip for San Juan Lady Knights, 30 out of 60. Habang sa Tagaytay Tol Patriots naman, 34%. So that's a really big disparity in terms of field goal percentage. Actually, madaming factors dito sa stats natin na lamang ang San Juan Lady Knights. Talking about our bench points, 39-18.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Tagaytay was missing a couple of players, but it just goes to show that San Juan was also ready. Their bench was ready to produce. They were able to execute their game plan, push the ball, shoot well from the outside. They played to their strengths, and that's what won them the game.
On top of the broadcast, nabanggit mo sa akin na without Janine Pontejos, they should look at it at a positive way, no? And nag-deliver naman sila. In Chaka Binbin, a lot of players stepped up. Hazel Panty also delivered. Jel Talas, quiet contributor with 13 points. But of course, Chaka Binbin was the greatest factor here in this ball game. 24 points, 5 rebounds. Need we say more, Camille, for Chak?
No, the game speaks for itself. And honestly, it looked like Chak was just taking it easy, actually. The game comes so easy to her. She's able to read the floor so well. Chaka is a very special player, and I think that everyone around her on the team is able to feel that.
And of course, ang ating best player of the game, Chaka Binbin, kasama ngayon ng ating courtside reporter, Jilan Lim.
Kasama na nga natin ang Eurotech's most trusted player of the game, none other than Chaka Binbin. Congratulations, Chak. 2nd win na ng San Juan Lady Knights dito sa tournament na ito. At kanina nga bago magsimula ang laro, nagbilin mismo sa'yo si Coach Eileen to take leadership on the court. At iyon nga ang pinakita mo. Isa ba itong role na sanay ka ng punan sa anumang team na puntahan mo?
Yes po, sobrang sanay na ako dun sa role na binigay ni Coach Ai kasi sa kanya talaga ako nag-start eh. Sa college pa lang, parang ako na talaga yung pinag-lead niya as a point guard. Pero no pressure, kumbaga parang it's a privilege for me na hanggang ngayon pinagkakatiwalaan pa rin ako ni Coach Ai.
At tama nga talaga siya magtiwala sa'yo. Napakagandang performance ang pinakita mo. Ngunit isang napakagandang performance din ang ipinakita ng buong koponan nyo. 39 bench points. Bilang isang veteran, how does it feel sa'yo na mga rising stars sa team nyo ay nagsa-step up?
Sobrang malaking bagay yon sa amin kasi hindi lang yung sa amin sila magre-rely talaga eh. Kumbaga, nandito sila kasi may potential sila. So napapakita naman nila ngayon lumabas sa training and kumbaga yung inspirasyon namin ngayon kaya ganito yung tinrabaho namin yung teammate namin si Janine. Dol, para sa iyo itong game na to, sumanib talaga sa akin si Janine Ponteos eh. Hintayin namin yung pagbabalik mo para sa itong game na to.
Yes, thank you so much. Congratulations, Shaq. Congratulations, San Juan Lady Knights. Now, Charles and Cece, let's wrap up this game.
Thank you so much, Jilan. Congratulations once again, Chak Kabinbin. Chak Attack, as we call her. And Camille, kamusta ang iyong first game as a commentator for the pros ng women's basketball?
It was fun. I'm glad to see that the players that I know, some of the players I've been teammates with are the ones that have had success on the court. This is really only the beginning, and I'm excited to see that everyone's getting a chance to really show their talent here in the WMPBL.
And I'm sure excited ka mamaya sa ating pangalawang game, Batangas, New Zealand Blue Fire kontra sa Discovery Perlas Rizal. And that will do it to cap off our first game. We still have one more. Tumutok pa din po kayo dito sa Manny Pacquiao's Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Magbabalik po kami.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng